Imagine waking up one day and discovering thousands of government web pages just gone. 8,000 pages deleted. No warning. No explanation. The question is, what exactly are they hiding from us? In today's video, we'll break down the shocking reality of what's happening online right now. From censored research on vaccines to erased reports on climate change and gender rights, the internet is being quietly rewritten in real time. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll see why these deletions may not just be random, but a strategy to control the narrative of America's future. Let's start with the numbers. Over 8,000 web pages, databases, and reports vanished from federal websites in just a few months. These weren't outdated pages about office hours or parking instructions. We're talking about entire archives of medical research, diversity programs, environmental studies, and civil rights protections. To put it in perspective, imagine a library where overnight entire shelves were ripped out, and no one left a note explaining why. That's the digital reality we're facing, so what exactly was deleted? Reports on vaccine safety, detailed guides on gender identity, climate change projections, and diversity and equity initiatives. In other words, information that directly shapes how we understand health, identity, and the environment. Now, some argue these removals are normal housekeeping. But when thousands of critical documents vanish at once, it doesn't look like spring cleaning, it looks like silencing. And when the government starts erasing data people rely on, it forces us to ask, who benefits from keeping the public in the dark? Most of these deletions trace back to executive orders signed in 2025. Policies designed to streamline federal websites and eliminate so-called politically biased information. But critics point out, what counts as bias depends on who holds the pen. By removing DEI resources, for example, it sends a message. Certain stories, struggles, and scientific truths don't deserve a platform. And the scariest part? Once information is gone, it becomes much easier to rewrite history or to deny it ever existed in the first place. This isn't just about politics, it's about people. Teachers looking for updated climate science, students researching social issues, doctors checking vaccine guidelines. All of them are hitting digital brick walls. When knowledge is erased, it doesn't just vanish into the void. It reshapes how Americans understand their rights, their health, and their future. Without access to this information, we're left vulnerable to half-truths, conspiracy theories, and whatever story the people in power decide to feed us. And that's exactly how control begins, not with tanks in the streets, but with silent deletions online. So what are they really hiding? Maybe it's inconvenient data about public health failures. Maybe it's proof of environmental risks tied to powerful industries. Or maybe it's simply stories that don't fit a political agenda. Here's the chilling truth. Censorship doesn't always look like banning books or burning newspapers. Sometimes it looks like a quiet, calculated delete button, clicked over and over until the record of what was real no longer exists. Here's the twist. Experts warn this may just be the beginning. What if the next pages deleted are the ones you rely on? Your health data, your legal rights, your history. The question isn't why 8,000 pages disappeared. The real question is, how many more will vanish before we realize the truth? This is Rage and Reality. Stay aware, stay questioning, and never stop digging for the truth they don't want you to see.